Hey, you! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Hey, get out of the way! Out of the way!
Lisbon has its charms, but nothing is more charming than a ride on the 28, the tram that will take you to see the City of Life. So hop on and get this tram on the move. As a chauffeur of the 28 tram, you'll have to take your passengers to see the monuments of Lisbon. But because you're not the only tram driver of the city, you'll have the other players trying to get you out of their way, literally and loudly. So hold on tight, for this can be a bumpy ride. First things first, we place the board on the table and we deal the tram tokens and the player boards to each person in play. The passengers' tokens must go into the bag, so they can be drawn at random and placed 3 in each stop. All players will start the game with their trams at Rossio and 5 randomly dealt tickets in their hands. Then we reveal the first monuments that will open their doors for our passengers' visit. After shuffling the monument cards, we will turn 18 cards face up and put the first 4 in the spaces reserved for them. Then we put the monument cones on the places in the map that matches those 4 cards. Okay, now we're ready for our ride. Let's turn the hand crank and get this tram on its tracks. On his turn, the player can choose to make 2 actions among the following: move, pick up passengers, draw them off, and take bonus. The player can choose to make 2 different actions or 2 times the same action. To make a move action, the player can spend any number of tickets of the same color and move the tram the same amount of spaces in either direction. If other players' trams are in your way, go ahead, don't be shy, and ring that bell away so you can push them forward and keep speeding ahead. The player that rang the bell and the players whose trams were pushed away get 1 extra ticket. Only 1, don't be greedy. And there's no point riding your tram through Lisbon if you don't have passengers in it, right? After all, the 28 is a public transportation, and you're not doing your job well if you don't sell any tickets. For getting people riding your tram, you need to stop at a station with passengers waiting in it and discard the same amount of tickets of the same color of those passenger tokens. Even if you don't have space in your tram for all of those passengers, you need to discard the tickets anyway and leave behind the passengers that don't have a seat. If you want to push your luck even further, you can ring the bell and pick up 1 more passenger. For this, the player at your right will randomly draw 1 more passenger to join the others. If you also have a ticket for him, you can take the passengers with you. But if you don't, bye-bye. You don't get to take any of them. After picking up the passengers, you want them to visit the monuments that have a cone on it. Once there, you drop off the passengers that have their photo on the monument card and you get to keep it. It will grant you VPs at the end of the game. Other monument cards you receive this way, you put adjacent to the ones you already have, connecting them through the color of the tickets on them. The more the connections between cards, the more VPs you obtain. Oh yeah, these monument cards are the ones that can grant you the victory. So make sure you be a good professional at driving your tram and do not take your passengers to some shabby places that no one wants to go to. Not that Lisbon has any. No, all places in Lisbon are great. To give you a little edge at this endowment of driving trams, you may also want to obtain bonus that are available at Pica, Lavra, Glória and Santa Justa. When all the monument cards facing up are drawn and all the players have taken their turns in that round, the game comes to its end. The player with most VPs wins the game.